Okay, authors, our goal for writing today is to develop a can do attitude so that we can work on our writing independently. Okay, so this is always an important thing to practice. Taking charge of your writing with a can do attitude. And it's probably, my friends, even more important now that we're doing remote learning and you're doing more writing independently. Okay. So before we do our new lesson, let's review what we talked about on Monday. Okay. So I've got my slide up here, and you can see step one, think of a pretend character. Okay. This is always going to be what you want to do first when you are writing a fiction book. Okay. You need to think of a pretend character. You need to give the character a name, imagine a place, and give them a trouble. Give them a problem. Okay. Um, Remember, every book that you write, okay, should be a small moment, okay, about your character with a problem and a solution by the end. Okay. All right. I do want to mention, if you want to experiment with your characters right now, you can do that. And the reason I say that is because you might be writing and you've told me your character, and then you start to go, you know what? I really want to try a different character. You can do that right now. Okay. Very soon, I'm going to ask you to commit to one character, one main character to use for the rest of the year. But if right now you want to try different characters and see what characters you like, you can do that. Okay. So let's say Izzy was writing about Seashell and Spike, okay, the mermaid and the narwhal. If she says, you know what, today I want to experiment with a different character, she can do that until I say you've got to choose. Okay. If you just absolutely love your character, then stick with it and keep doing your books, your different troubles, your different small moments in each book. Keep doing it with that same character. Okay. So right now you kind of have that wiggle room to try different things, to try different characters. Okay. So after we think of our pretend character, then we plan. Okay. Step two. Okay. You need to plan. And remember, you need to touch and tell across your fingers. That's your planning tool. And you should always be doing that before you write every single book. You plan across your fingers. Okay. You could also sketch across the pages. Okay. And we've done this before. So the sketching also helps you to remember when you go back to write, especially if you're writing on different days. If you have sketched your ideas on paper, that will trigger your memory for what you're writing. So if I planned all 5 fingers, all 5 pages, then what I would do is I would go get 5 pieces of paper, okay, and I would do a quick sketch um, to help me remember my idea. Okay. Now remember, a quick sketch is pencil, stick figures. It's quick, it's simple. You're not getting out your crayons and coloring. All of that comes later at the end of your book. Okay. When you're doing your editing and you're prettying it up. Okay. So quick sketch at the beginning. All right. So today, okay, after you've done your planning, you write. Okay. So today I want to show you how to develop a can do attitude as a writer. Okay. So I want to teach you that writers take charge of their writing by giving themselves orders. Okay. So, what I mean by that is if you get stuck when you're writing, you're the first person to get you unstuck. You're the first person I want you to check in with to get you unstuck. Okay. So let me show you what I mean. Okay. I'm going to pull up my writing here. So remember, I started um, my writing about Jane and Spark. Okay. So I didn't finish it. Okay. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish it. And I'm going to play the part of a first grader who's stuck. Okay. Who's stuck and can't think of what to write. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can get myself unstuck. All right. Remember, every day when I go back to write, I need to reread what I've written the day before. Okay. So when you go back to write, don't just start picking up and writing. No, you have to reread what you wrote before. So you know where to pick up and what to add. Okay. So I wrote, one day Jane was playing on the beach with her dog Spark. It was a hot day and big waves were crashing on the beach. Jane was throwing Spark's favorite ball for him to fetch. Spark had just dropped his ball at Jane's feet when she noticed big gray clouds had covered the sun. All of a sudden, huge raindrops started to fall, and there was a loud burst of thunder, and Spark took off. And that's all I got. That's all I wrote. And now I'm stuck. What was I going to write next? Oh, I can't remember. Hmm. What should I do to get myself unstuck? Hmm. Should I go ask my mom? Should I go ask my mom what to write? Hmm. I don't think so. That wouldn't really be taking charge of my writing, would it? No. Should I take a break and just go get a snack and say, I can't think of anything. I'm just going to go have a snack? Mm, I don't think that would really be taking charge of my writing either, just because I didn't know what to write. Hmm. What do I need to do? Well, I know I need to make my character um, do something, right? And eventually, Jane needs to solve this problem of Spark running away. Hmm. Hmm. I know I could pretend to be my character. That helps sometimes. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll pretend to be Jane and I'll step into Jane's shoes. Just like you've done in reading. We can do that in writing as authors too, my friends. Okay. So maybe if I step into Jane's shoes and I act out my part, maybe I'll get an idea about what to write. Oh, okay. So I'm going to think back. There was a burst of lightning. I left off. There was a burst of lightning. And then Spark took off running. Okay, let me step into Jane's shoes. What would I do if I was Jane? Okay, if I played it like a movie in my head, the first thing I would do, I know, is to call after my dog. Spark! Spark! Okay, I know I would do that. And maybe then I would start chasing him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to write. I'm going to write that I called after Spark and I started chasing him. Okay. And I'm going to have Jane shouting and shouting. I'm getting all wet, and Spark's running way ahead because he can run faster than me, and I'm trying to keep up. Whew. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to write next. That was on my plan. Okay, so I better start writing so I don't forget what I've planned. Okay. Okay, so first graders, today and the rest of this unit, as you're writing, if you get stuck, just like Miss Komrosky got stuck, if you get to a point in writing where you feel you need help, I want you to stop and pause and think, okay? Before you ask someone or move on to something else, I want you to stop and pause and think what you know about writing, okay? Don't go running to mom and say, "What do I write?" Okay? Don't run off and play with your toys and say, "I can't do this." Nope. Stop and pause and think what you know about writing. Okay? You are very knowledgeable authors. You are. And you know what to do. So I think you can get yourself unstuck. Okay? That's our goal right now. Okay. So I want you to try to be independent in your writing. Okay. Good luck today.